Most large models are pre-trained on a giant scrape of the open web. And the open web, let's be honest, is messy. It's repetitive, riddled with boilerplate and noise, and stylistically all over the place. So every expensive training run burns a chunk of its precious compute just wading through that clutter, learning as much about the junk as about the actual knowledge. A method called wrap asks a sharp question. What if we clean the text up first by having a language model rewrite it into something tidier? Today we're breaking down how rephrasing the web actually works and why it can slash the cost of pre-training. Here's the pipeline, step by step, from raw web text to a stronger model. It starts with raw web documents. These are exactly what you'd expect from a crawl, noisy, repetitive, and written in wildly inconsistent styles. Valuable knowledge is in there, but it's buried under a lot of clutter. Then an existing instruction-tuned model rewrites each document into cleaner target styles. Maybe a Wikipedia-style article, maybe a question-and-answer format, maybe just simpler, plainer language. And this is the crucial guardrail. It rephrases the wording without inventing new facts, so the knowledge stays honest while the presentation gets clearer. Now blend the two together. You pre-train on a mixture of the original real text plus these rephrased versions. So the model sees both the authentic messy data and the clean, diverse paraphrases side by side. Keeping the originals matters because it stops the model from drifting into a single artificial style. Finally, pre-train on that combined pool. The paper reported reaching the same quality with roughly 3 times less compute, using less real data, and landing better downstream results. Cleaner input, cheaper training. To feel why this helps, compare the old habit with a wrap recipe directly. The usual approach just pours in raw web text and trains on it as is. The model has to learn the real signal and filter out the noise at the same time, wasting compute on redundancy, boilerplate, and awkward phrasing that carry little extra information. It works, but it's inefficient. The wrap approach adds machine rephrased, clean versions alongside the originals. Those paraphrases are dense with high signal, varied in style, and much easier to learn from. So the model reaches strong quality on far less total compute and even less real data. Same knowledge, better packaging. Strip wrap down to its core, and 3 ideas carry the whole method. Rephrase into target styles. An existing instruction-tuned model rewrites messy documents into clean formats like Wikipedia style, question and answer, or plain language, giving you diverse, tidy training data cheaply. Train on the real plus rephrased mix. You don't throw the originals away. Combining authentic web text with the paraphrases keeps the model grounded while still feeding it that cleaner, higher signal material. Reach quality with far less compute. Because the rephrased data is so information dense, the paper reported hitting the same results with roughly 3 times less pre-training compute and stronger downstream performance too. And remember the key caveat, it changes the style, not the underlying facts. Okay, let's lock in 4 takeaways worth keeping. Rephrasing the web is the wrap method, and it targets a real problem. Raw web text is noisy and wastes pre-training compute. An existing model, already instruction-tuned, rewrites documents into clean styles like Wikipedia style, question and answer, or simple language. You then pre-train on a blend of the original real text plus those rephrased versions, keeping the model grounded and diverse. The payoff was reaching the same quality with roughly 3 times less compute, a leading example of synthetic data for pre-training, not just fine-tuning. Hungry for more explainers like this one? They're all waiting for you over at standarity.com.